Ding. Sudden Sky.
Shalom, it's me, Sudden Sky, and now that we have the ability to chuck some rocks, we can go into Electman's stage and chuck some rocks. And we could also use Electman's beam to blast through them. So I guess that's a good way to showcase them both. Yeah? And while I was in Electman's stage, I might as well show you the trap. Yeah, don't go for that energy thing, it's not worth it. Now time for Iceman. And now we could start going into boss order. And he looks like a nice climber, I know. This stage introduces ice physics. And I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I was trying to like be all fancy and showcase the powers. So you guys know what they look like, but I don't even do them all. I just do Electman's and Cutman's. What a fool. You don't even get to see Bombman's. Well, you'll see it later, don't worry. I showcase all the powers. And you know, Super Smash Bros. 4 is coming out soon, and you know, a lot of people have been wanting Megaman in the game. And I'm thinking no. I'm thinking more Mega Man X, at least. If they decide to put a Mega Man character in it, then it would be X or 0. Most likely 0, because for some reason Capcom likes 0 better than Mega Man. And here is the disappearing blocks. Reappearing, disappearing, I just hate them. Well, I could easily figure these out, but you know, I don't really care that much. I could just use the magnet beam, which is the power that we got in Electman's stage. It gives you the power to create platforms and then just step on them. But I just figure out the disappearing blocks puzzle in that room. But in this one, I don't care. I just want to beat the stage. But here's the part that most Mega Man players just absolutely hate. You have to land on those platforms without the magnet beam, assuming. And they leave that power up there, like, assuming that you would bring the magnet beam to this and use it, I think. But they want you to just step on those platforms, and their patterns are so sporadic, it's just impossible. I just don't even care, so I skip it. It's what most Mega Man players do. And here we have that jumping guy again. There was a video dedicated to how great Cutman was. It's called Cutman is Incompetent. It's a really nice video in tribute, in honor of one of the greatest robot masters, in my opinion, of course. I suggest you watch it. So here we have Iceman, and he is extremely harsh. His powers. Let me just say this: his shots are extremely strong. It takes a third of your health, just like those jumping guys, but the Thunder Beam takes a third of his health too. So, this can be a little controversial, however you say that word, in this fight too. But he's pretty simple. Just dodge his ice shoots because they could still hurt you even though he's destroyed. The feeling is good. We made a popsicle out of him. Mega Man 8 reference. Don't get it? Don't worry. And now we're taking on Fireman because ice takes out fire. Yeah, Pokemon has led me to believe otherwise, but I like to use the Electric Man's Thunder Beam in this part because it just takes them both out at the same time. And again, with the slowdown, it could help you because you could see what shots are coming. It slows the whole screen down, so you could like think about your actions more. Uh, but then again, that is just me. I should start a counter on how many times I say it's just my opinion in this playthrough, but you know, that's just my opinion. And I find these fire things very hard to dodge, like especially this part. How are you supposed to dodge that fire? The hitbox is right there, and there's no way to land on it unless you like get fancy with the jumping. But luckily those energy pellets were there. Are those called energy pellets? I don't know. I call them pellets. And you don't want to land in that fire. It's instant death. I think. I've never fallen in it, cause I'm just that great of a Megaman player, obviously. And I have no idea how to dodge this next fire section. If you don't have the magnet beam, I have no idea how you could do this. I tried the ice blast. Is that what it's called? Well, the ice power. It didn't work on it. The only thing that the ice power does is freeze enemies, and that's it. It doesn't hurt them in any way, so the only good they are is for when you want to freeze those jumping guys in their place. The ones that take a third of your health. Yeah. Again, those missile heads, they explode when you shoot them, so be careful. Just a little. Be a little careful. And I like to use the Megaman beam here because it has like a wavy pattern to it. It goes like a snake, and it's like really wide ranged. I guess I think that's what I'm trying to say. But ice, use ice on this guy because he is extremely hard too. Whenever you shoot, he shoots. And whenever you, like, for some reason, a fire just, like, bursts from under your feet, and it's, like, impossible to dodge for me. Oh, Megaman exploded! He's just a white spark. Wait, actually, it looks like someone ripped a piece of the background, revealing the whiteness that's behind it. Okay, enough of that joke. Time to take on un Albert Wily. And his UFO makes the most annoying sound, let me tell you now. I'll just let you listen. And he always does this weird eyebrow raise. It's very trademark of him. But at least it only made you deaf in one ear. So right here I like to use the Iceman's power, or just simply walk under it, because I'm that good of a timer, as you can tell from my Punch-Out Let's Play. I'm never going back to that game. I said earlier that the Iceman's power, it doesn't hurt them. I wouldn't know that. There might be a good chance that it hurts the enemies, but you know, I only use it for this part, so at least you get to see it. And for some reason, the Gutsman power does like a weird little spawning thing there. It doesn't happen there all the time, so. And here you want to use Iceman's power to freeze the fire because that makes sense. And then when you freeze the fire, you want to use it as a platform. I mess up all the time. You need to be good with the timing in this part too. So much timing involved with Megaman. Ugh. I know there's a way to like just shoot one, like as soon as you spawn the fires, just shoot one burst of ice and it freezes all three in a row, and then you can just head your way back up there. But I don't do it in this recording. I've done it once, but whatever. And I like to use Elecman's power here because it just destroys them. I don't think there's any other power that could do that for you. And I haven't gotten hurt, so I don't think it would make sense to go up and get that energy booster thing, pellet. And here I like to use the magnet beam because I I just don't want to fall in those spikes. Here's the part where it's absolutely necessary to use the magnet beam. Right here. Well, not here. You could use the platforms, but that's stupid. If you have the magnet beam, why don't you just use it? And the weird thing about the magnet beam is when it disappears and you're still on it, you fall like a brick. Like that. And like some Mega Man people have a problem with it, but I don't see a problem with it. It also does it for that part in Gutsman stage, you know, the platforms that are moving side to side. Here's the part where you absolutely need the magnet beam. I got stuck on this for the longest time. The magnet beam, like, if you hold the shoot button longer, it extends even longer, so, you know, I only held it for a second so it wouldn't flash all disappear and whatnot. Here is the hardest boss in Mega Man history, in my opinion. I had to memorize the patterns so much. Like, it's not even funny how much I had to fight this guy. And I think that Elecman's power is the one that works best for this guy. I have my own little strategy. When you get hit by him, I think you should, like, walk behind him because, yeah, I died. Yeah. If you get hit by him, I think you should walk behind him because, you'll see later, but, in English, the English version of Mega Man, this guy is called, the Rock Monster, but, the Japanese version is that he's the Yellow Devil. So, you can see why his name is what it is, but it just watch what I do with my jumping, and like you could get it. It looks simple, but let me tell you now, it's a very hard boss fight. And when every time he goes to one side and then he'll shoot like a little pea shooter at you. It's a very strong hit, but I don't think it's as strong as like getting hit by the Yellow Devil himself with touch damage. So you don't want to get hit by that. Always be moving in this boss fight is my like little thing to remember when I'm fighting this guy. And I'm always like so like nervous and paranoid in this fight because I always feel like I'm gonna lose. But no, now we don't have to deal with him anymore. He's just all hollowed out. And you're stuck in the room with him. Nowhere to go, Mega Man. Nowhere. See you guys next time when we take on Wily Part 2.